Hello and welcome back to the Prosperous Homeschool Summit. Today, we're going to lead into the prosperity side of things. And as this kind of bonus interview, Nick is going to talk about how he's developed several different businesses and where you can go as a homeschool family to create an income for your home so you can continue to do what you love to do, which is homeschooling and being involved in your child's everyday life. All right, so Nick, I know you have a background in e-commerce. Why don't you give us a little bit of background in your business side and how you went from one thing to the next?
Sure. Yeah. So real quick story background on Meal Prep on Fleek, which was the first food related business that I started. I was on a weight loss journey. I started documenting what I was eating. And over the course of 3 months, I lost about 2.5 full pant sizes or 16% body fat. And that was purely based on me taking pictures of my meals and being consistent with my meals, and then posting it on Instagram. And that was the catalyst for a 7-figure business over the course of 6 years now, where it's generated plenty of income because of the eyeballs that we're able to get. So,
wow, 7 figures. That's amazing. That's
yeah.
amazing. Wow. Okay, so go ahead, keep going. You went
Okay.
from there. I didn't mean to interrupt
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess the big picture is like there's so many ways to get attention online, and you can monetize attention when you have it, or if it's your own attention, there's people that are looking for that. So Meal Prep on Fleek was first. First stream of income was online ads where people were coming to the website. We put Google AdSense on our website, and then Google would pay us for that traffic coming to the website. From there, we started reaching out to brands and doing brand partnerships, which brands wanted eyeballs as well. So if we work with Oath Oats or something like that, then we'll use their product in one of our recipes. From there, there's affiliate product links, which is like getting paid for recommendations. And then sometimes we're contracting for writers or recipe developers. There's a whole ecosystem of ways to make money online. So that's led me to acquiring and building other platforms. The recent one was Workweek Lunch, which has a meal planning membership that we talked about. And that's basically kind of the path that I've been on.
Awesome. Very good. Well, you have a lot of exposure to all these different areas, I guess, for lack of a better word, that can produce money. And I know you talked to me a little bit about Fiverr and Upward. Is that correct? Upwork. Okay. Yeah, I got that wrong. So why don't you describe at least those two, and then what they can do for the average homeschool family, just so people can be encouraged that, yeah, you can produce like kind of a side income through some of these ways.
Yeah, absolutely. The best frame of reference is like problem solution, right? What kinds of problems can you solve? And I know most people don't think like that. They just kind of do things, right? But a problem that can be solved if you have kids, and this is an example I mentioned to you last time, is when my daughter was 7 or 8, I had her reading scripts. There's no video, right? So it's just kind of voice, and a brand would want a child's voice as part of whatever type of marketing they're doing. And so they would send over a script, my daughter would read it and upload the audio file, and then she would make money from that. So that was kind of like the cool entrepreneur way to show her how to make money. And it's like, you are a resource, you're a tool that can be used to make money. So just like that was a big hurdle for her. Fiverr specifically is a platform where you can put services that you offer, and the more specific you can be, the better. You can do reading out loud, you could do recipe testing, you could do writing, like just writing articles about whatever topic. You can go on the marketplace and see what people are looking for and say, oh, I can offer a service like this too. And the next thing you know, you've created your own service. And it really helps you think about what I think about, maybe most people don't, is if you see a number 1 or number 2 rated seller, they must be doing something right. And so you would try to mimic what their offer is so that you can get some of that attention and income as well.
Yes, yes.
But so, it's huge. It's a huge platform.
Okay, so there's lots of opportunities for different things through Fiverr. It kind of opens up the door.
Yeah.
The where your daughter was reading the script, was that the Upwork or was that through Fiverr as well?
That was Fiverr.
That was
Fiverr's
Fiverr.
been my favorite so far. Some of the other ones are maybe a little bit smaller or more niche. Freelancer.com or Upwork.com could lend themselves more to like copywriting or technical use.
Okay.
They all, they kind of expand out, but Fiverr has had the broadest product service
Okay.
that I've seen.
And it's something that would be like a couple hours, on a, I don't know, Monday afternoon or something that could still produce a result.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, so
awesome.
with Fiverr, that's actually a great question. It's not so much you log in and then you can do something. It's you put a service up knowing, okay, it's going to take me about 30 minutes to produce this type of service, or 15 minutes or an hour, and then someone will order it. And when you do
Oh,
the product setup, you choose, oh, it'll be delivered within 48 hours or 72 hours. So
nice.
you can get a bunch of orders and then you can pause it, or you might get one or two orders, and that's fine. However much you want to do, and you don't even need to put just one product on. You could have 25 different products on there because
Mm,
it's all just like time related. One of the things that we've tried in the past is, okay, if data entry is something that's needed, we can do that in the evening when the kids are asleep. So if we get
mhm.
an order, then I have 3 days to turn around this data entry project, and then I'll get paid on it.
Wonderful. So you've done this and it's brought in a little bit of extra income. What
Yeah.
kind of income have you been able to produce with that?
Yeah, mostly I use Fiverr to hire people. I
Oh,
have
okay.
to test the process, or I'll show my kids how to use it. So Fiverr has probably been like under 10 grand,
Okay.
which it isn't nothing by any means, but there's a time allocation to that,
Yeah.
that I was trying to ramp up, because the more time I have to put into something, the less I can do
Yes.
outside of myself. So yeah, that was more of a, let me try it out, let me see what the user experience is like, and then that'll help me hire people on Fiverr.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so you can use it as a business owner. So
Correct.
that's interesting. And
Yeah,
that kind
correct.
of helps you diversify in different
Yeah,
directions.
you really want to get nerdy with it, then you can do the Fiverr listings and you can have your community of friends fulfill the listings for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. How cool. So I know God has brought you in through this amazing journey in how to develop your business and laid out many of the pieces for you. But I also know that there's a struggle mentally with the idea of abundance and prosperity and making money, even, which as a business owner, I've had to walk through my own journey with that, and I'm sure you have too. Have you had any difficulty when you started really bringing in money from your business, or taking the step to begin making money with your business? Were there any mental hurdles that you had to go through?
Yeah, there's a lot of the resistance, I would say, that someone feels is, why would someone pay me, or I'm not that
Mm,
qualified, or now what do I do? I've done this thing, or I'm not very tech savvy. And one of the biggest things that I've done to push through is just learn, right? I'm
mhm.
really quick to start something, just to learn. It's very low impact. Someone orders something and you can't fulfill it. Oh, sorry. Okay, got it. Maybe take that listing down or something like that. The repercussions for starting are usually pretty minimal, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So
Mhm.
if you're willing to learn through the process, which might take time, and that's okay, then you just got to get started. And I would really encourage people to try something that they haven't tried before, just to see how it works.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of, I don't know if you've heard the analogy about just push the boat out in the water
Yeah,
and then you begin paddling. And then you're like, okay, well, I need to paddle more on this side, or I need to paddle more on
right.
that side, or now I need to use both arms kind of. So
Yeah.
yeah, learn, grow as you go kind of mentality. I
Yeah,
was,
YouTube is your friend, watch videos, do a little research, try to set expectations for yourself, and
yes.
then get in there.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I know I was very nervous to start my business, and it was a lot of self-doubt.
Mhm.
I didn't think I had that in me until I said yes to a vision God gave me to start Christian Arts Academy. And lo and behold, God is good, right? And He continues to show you and grow you and help
Yeah.
you walk through that fear to take those steps. So Fiverr sounds like it would be a great first step because it's not a huge amount of commitment, right?
Correct. Mhm.
And the rewards are pretty quick to come in from that. Does it take a while to get paid for anything that you do in there, or is it all kind of different?
No, it's all really quick. So you set the time frames, and then once you deliver it. So if I'm buying a service, I basically pay for it up front, and then it goes into a queue. And then once the product is delivered, and then the recipient approves the product, then you get paid right away.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's really no time delay there.
Okay, awesome. Very, very good. What
Yeah.
are some other examples of things you can do on Fiverr so that parents have an idea of what they
Uh,
can get
you
into?
can artwork, you can do
Mm,
music playing, you could sell. Um, I've purchased like writing. So if I need recipe or blog writing done, people have really unique stories to share, and I think that's really undervalued, right? Like, oh, this is my experience, but no one else really cares. But I've worked with several homeschool moms who have, you know, different like gut issues, or their child has a specific eating need, and it really aligns with meal prep in the sense that, like, okay, you have to plan for this specific thing so that you don't have to worry about it every single day. And I'll pay them, they'll tell their story, they'll share some of their favorite recipes, my team will reproduce them, which is photography, videography, and then like recipe testing. And now we have a new story that's really unique and probably, is applicable to more people than just yourself. So that's been one of the biggest things. But I mean, anything, if you have a background in nursing, or if you have a background in even just teaching, I mean, there's literally so many things on there.
yeah,
Teach my child to do algebra. Teach,
yeah,
and that's really, Fiverr is really cool too, because it does lead into other services. So if you have a downloadable PDF for like a cheat sheet for pre-algebra, next thing you know, you follow up with them, hey, did you know I also do Zoom classes where I can teach your kid live? And it's like
yeah.
it's a really cool opportunity, and those are things that you can expand on as you grow and you get more comfortable with it.
Yeah, it sounds like a good way for parents to kind of figure out what they would want to offer.
Oh
Because
yeah.
when you first start on the path of we'll just say it's entrepreneurship or whatever, you are trying to figure out, well, what's my niche? What's my what's my thing I'm going to offer?
Yeah.
And Fiverr gives you the opportunity to kind of explore that, it seems.
Yeah.
Um, so you use Fiverr to hire, as you say. So
Mhm.
is this something that, like, the homeschool families that are watching this, they could potentially get to you through Fiverr?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
One of the things I'm working on is actually uh, like a revenue stream through Work Week Lunch. It's a membership-based program. So if you're going to refer people to come to Work Week Lunch, then you would get a free membership, but then you would also make money on everyone that comes and signs up. So it would be an easy way. Hey, we're going to do a homeschool group, or we're all going to prep together. We're going to do a challenge, whatever the case may be, and then you could earn income that way.
Yeah.
But on the other side, recipe development is something I hire for,
Ah,
photography, videography. I'm actively looking for someone who's like the face of Work Week Lunch.
wow.
So that would be, that's a little bit of a long-term hire process.
Sure.
But,
Sure.
and
Someone
then,
who loves to try new stuff, probably, I'm guessing.
yeah, exactly. Comfortable in the kitchen, comfortable on camera. Yeah, the ecosystem of my business is content writers, editors, recipe development, photography, videography, social media management. So like
Mm.
engagement, scheduling posts, doing email. There's quite a bit there.
Yeah, wow, wonderful. It sounds like it really is just a fabulous platform to start with if you're looking to just bring in some kind of income for the family. So that's fabulous. Do you have other recommendations as far as, I know we've talked a lot about Fiverr,
Mhm.
but do you have other recommendations for that kind of side income?
Yeah, another one that's really low barrier to entry would be something called Survey Junkie, I believe, or yeah, Survey Junkie or Swag Bucks, where you can get paid to do an online survey. And really, I actually have like a whole list of like 65 ways to make money online that I could probably share with you, and be a really easy way for someone to just look and try different things to get started. But
Wow.
like I said, people are always trying brands, right? Brands that pay companies that are paying for these types of services, or agencies are always looking for more eyeballs, or they're looking to get more insights on just what does a buyer do, right? What does a grocery shopper do when they go to the grocery store? There's
Mm.
apps that pay you back for like just upload your receipt to here and you'll make money back on that, because they're trying to learn more about the shopping behavior, so that obviously they can make more money too, but it
Yeah.
is a way to make money on the side.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Okay. Could you or elaborate a little bit on the importance of finding balance between earning an income and maintaining a healthy home environment for homeschool families?
Yeah, one of the things that I like to think about is, what am I doing every day, and then can I spend a little bit more time doing that to make more money? So if you already are working, if you're already doing algebra and you love algebra, I know multiple families here who are looking for people to help them with algebra, right? And that's usually pretty common. The best places to go to offer services like that would be local communities, like local homeschool groups, or like Facebook pages or Facebook groups, things like that. And just say, hey, I'm doing, this type of thing. It's 30 minutes. It's going to be on Zoom. Um, we do like Shakespeare read alongs, right, with each other. It's super fun. It's really a fun way to make extra money. But my point is that if you're already doing something, or you're really comfortable doing something, then think about ways to offer that to somebody else as
Mhm.
support.
Yes,
And yeah,
beautiful.
the quickest thing is like, yeah, if you're doing algebra and you love it, and you could offer that to someone else doing a 30-minute algebra tutorial session for $25, then that's probably a no-brainer for a lot of families.
Yes, because you're looking to serve, right? You're serving
Correct.
other people at the same time. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. And that's really what you did with the work week lunch, right? Or even probably the first portion of that when you started doing the meal prep. It was like you're
Yeah.
already doing this and God
Mhm.
just put it on your heart, like take it and show, and
Yeah.
then it just continued to develop from there. So very,
Yeah.
very good. I love that.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's mentally hard. Like, the productivity really stops if you live and act and think in one way, and then you try to go a completely different direction.
Mm,
And so I wouldn't advocate for doing nutrition writing if you don't have any nutrition experience, right? It's like,
right.
that wouldn't make sense. So you would really want to stay in line with what it is that you're comfortable with, or you have experience with.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, as far as, you have this homeschool audience. Oh,
Well,
did you?
I was gonna say, yeah, one other thing, and we kind of touched on this earlier, as far as like just getting started, you don't know how people are gonna receive your offer, right? I want to offer
Mm,
to help you, and this is what it looks like. You can be flexible, but don't let that stop you. Don't feel insecure. Like, you can get into your own head with, oh, what if something happens, and there's so many ways to work around and just problem solve. Don't let
mm,
that be a barrier to entry for just getting started.
good point. Very, very good point. We come up with all kinds of excuses not to do things, right? We
Yeah.
stop ourselves, cut ourselves off
Right.
at the knees. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
so
so,
true.
yeah, you really just never know. And if, problem solving is something that we try to teach our kids, I think every homeschool family does, right? Like, you're going to meet resistance in public, or communities are going to respond this way. And this is how you push through. So we should be the more resilient, right?
Yes,
So, yeah, be an
yes,
example in that sense.
absolutely. God doesn't say he's not gonna, he says he'll be with us through all the challenges. He doesn't say there won't be challenges. In fact, he
Oh,
says quite the
100%.
opposite.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
exactly. So
Exactly.
any last minute pieces of advice thinking of prosperity and how that can be incorporated into the average homeschool family?
Yeah, just get started. Just put an offer out. Think about what you could do that is taking a minimum amount of time compared to what you're already doing, and offer it out. Don't hesitate on getting started, and just learn through the process. Obviously, and sorry, I probably should have said this before. Trust God, right? God opens all sorts of doors. He closes doors if it's not a good fit or it's not his timing, and just be willing to pivot. Don't take it as a negative. Don't take it as a personal loss or a hit against you. Just keep moving forward, and God will direct your steps.
Yeah, awesome. Well said. Well said. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nick, for everything that you were willing to do with me today, and starting late too. I appreciate that.
No worries.
My productivity was a little bit off. So,
And I
but
would
I
say just,
appreciate you.
yeah, I'd offer, if anyone has questions or would like more direction on that, feel free to email me, just Nick at Work Week Lunch, and I'm happy to respond to everyone and share feedback and ideas.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, Nick. All right. Yeah. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Thanks again, Nick, and hope to talk to you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.